Well, dementia has struck again.
Who?
This time on Friday, an independent journalist got arrested by the DOJ for what you may say?
Don't say it, don't say it.
Doing his job. Journalism 101, investigating the J6 shenanigans.
The crowd was enormous. A small percentage of them were hooligans. They committed vandalism. You've seen their pictures again and again.
His reward? A high five.
It's a no for me, dog.
A pat on the back?
No!
A Pulitzer Prize even? No.
Well,
He got a perp walk.
total bullshit.
I'm Jasper Gonzo and this. It's What's Next. What's up, everyone? I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next, your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Monday. Of course, it's the beginning of the new week. More shenanigans and more bullshit. Well, this story broke Friday. A number of outlets covered it, but not the ones you thought they would cover it. Steve Baker, independent journalist who currently works for The Blaze, got arrested on Friday. What happened? Was he involved in a car accident? Was it a hit and run? Did he rob somebody? Was it a shooting? No. He just happened to show up at January 6th during the shenanigans and do journalism 101 about it. Well, when you go against a regime, shit happens. And that shit, yeah, he was led away in handcuffs. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Writer for conservative media outlet surrenders to face Capitol riot charges. Interesting title to put on it. Steve Baker, of course, that is Steve Baker right there. Look at the video. That's him being escorted by Capitol Police. A Texas-based writer for a conservative media outlet has surrendered to authorities to face charges that he joined the mob's attack, which is bullshit, on the U.S. Capitol January 6th of 21. Writer for conservative media outlet surrenders to face Capitol riot charges, Associated Press. Texas-based writer for conservative media outlet surrendered to authorities on Friday on charges that he joined the mob attack at the U.S. Capitol more than 3 years ago. Steve Baker, who has written articles about January 6th and 2021 riot for Blaze News, faces 4 misdemeanor accounts. 4. And they're misdemeanors, including trespassing, disorderly conduct charges. Baker was released from custody after he made the initial court appearance in Dallas on Friday, according to defense attorney William Shipley. After the riot erupted, Baker entered the Capitol through a broken door and joined the mob at the barricade doors of the House chamber, according to FBI agents' affidavit. Shipley provided the Associated Press with a copy of the affidavit, which wasn't immediately unsealed. Gee, I wonder why. In another part of the Capitol, the affidavit says Baker antagonized police officers who tried to keep him on the other side of the door jamb, repeatedly asking, "Are you going to use that gun on us?" He remained inside the Capitol building approximately 37 minutes before the police let him out of the Capitol, according to the FBI. Antagonized Capitol Police. Yeah. Okay. Blaze News is a part of an online platform that conservative political commentator Glenn Beck founded in 2011 after leaving Fox News. Baker started running for the media outlet after January 6th siege. He was working as a freelance journalist on January 6th and later sold videos of the riot to the New York Times and HBO, according to Shipley, which is all fact. Shipley said all the journalists should be concerned about the charges against Baker. The lawyer said the defense will argue in this case of selective prosecution that Baker has been charged because he is a conservative writer. Yeah, let's go with more facts. Those can't be reversed when the politics of the moment change, he said. James Lee Bright, another attorney for Baker, said it was very troubling to see Baker in chains being dragged into federal court on misdemeanors. Quote, "I have violent felony offenders that I've treated better than this on a daily basis," Bright said. "It's absolutely our intention to fight these charges until the absolute very end." The FBI agent's affidavit cites several statements that Baker made during the riot. After leaving the Capitol, he told a local television station that he was, quote, "quite excited to see this going on." Quote, "Do I approve of what happened today? I approve 100%, he said, according to the affidavit. Baker also told the station that approximately 20 to 30 minutes were inside the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office at the time I got there, in a video uploaded to YouTube on January 6th. Baker also referred to Pelosi with a sexist expletive. What? Hag? Well, it'd be factual, but anyway. "The only thing I regret is I didn't steal their computers because God knows what I could have found on the computers if I'd done that. But at the time I got into Pelosi's office, unfortunately, there was some damage done, Baker said, according to the FBI. In an article posted on the website earlier this week, Blaze Media Editor-in-Chief Matt Peterson described the federal government's treatment as Baker's outrageous and said the videos show that Baker was clearly present the day as an independent journalist. Government retaliation such as this against journalists contradicts the very idea of a free press and the purpose and form of our government, and what was the American way of life, Peterson said. Baker's coverage of January 6th attack, including the trial of Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes and 4 associates charged with a seditious conspiracy plot to stop the peaceful transfer of presidential power of Trump to Joe Biden after the 2020 election. Baker covered the trial from a courthouse room reserved for news reporters. In the weeks leading up to his arrest, Baker posted on social media that the Justice Department informed him that he will be charged with Capitol riot-related crimes.
Here is the clip of him being handcuffed today. If you're watching Blaze TV.
Gotta be kidding me.
Look at that. Perp walk. This is the nicest, quietest, gentlest man I know.
It's incredible.
Unbelievable.
Steve Baker is not one to regurgitate the government's narrative, the approved narrative. You follow the facts where they lead and you report on those facts. But that is not acceptable with this regime. You are not allowed to do that without consequence. And so here's your consequence, Steve Baker. Here's your consequence. 4 misdemeanors that we're going to perp walk you with your hands behind your back, handcuffed for the entire world to see. So everyone here gets the message. If you screw with this regime, if you go against the narrative that we have set for everyone to listen to, you will be severely punished. And now you, Steve, being a truth teller, and someone who won't stop until you find out what really went on, now you have to pay the consequences for that. And that just doesn't sit well with me. And you know what else doesn't sit well with me? That I didn't see on Fox News or anywhere else. Fox News. I saw not one thing about this. Not one. These people, they call themselves journalists, Steve. Journalists. Okay, well, why would you not report on a journalist, a fellow journalist, an investigative reporter being perp walked because he refuses to accept the narrative that is being spoon-fed to us by this evil regime? Not one place in mainstream media did I see any coverage of this story. And the fact that they can sit out there and pretend like they give a shit about truth or facts or anything else is just disgusting to me.
We've had murderers, rapists, pedos who have been treated better than Steve Baker. You go up to his house and you literally escort him in handcuffs and throw him in the car. Then at the courthouse, you lead him in chains. Like I said, murderers, rapists, and pedos, usually that's reserved for. But this is outrageous. Now, I've seen the video with Steve Baker in it. Yeah, he's there. He claim that he's not. Was he in the building? Yes, he was. Did he antagonize police from what the videos I saw? No, he did not. But the fact of the matter is, like I said in the beginning, is that when you decide to go up against the regime will strike down hard, and hard they did on Steve Baker. 4 misdemeanors. Instead of, saying, hey, meet us at the courtroom, we need to talk about a few things regarding these misdemeanor the account charges, and you'll be released the same day. Which was surprising because I am actually surprised that they didn't throw him in the DC gulags along with all the other quote unquote domestic terrorists. But what gets me is that you've had those wonderful people during the Summer of Love in 2020, these Black Lives Matter and Antifa, who ran around and burned shit and shot at people, including cops, killing police, and yet not one has been brought up on federal charges of domestic terrorism. Gee, I wonder why, and I'm still waiting. It's 3 years later, 4 years later, and still waiting. But anyway, keep hope alive. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue to spread the word about the show. Help it continue to grow. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.